There you go. Alright, let's talk about immigration in this one.
Oh man. Things are just getting happy and positive.
Alright. Alright, hold up. Hey, bro. Pause for just like 2 seconds and then you can play again. Because I'll start talking about some good shit. That's not pause, but it's all good.
And you see. For sure.
Alright, so I said I was going to talk about immigration earlier. And what's coming up is they're trying to pass the amnesty bill.
Okay.
Where they're just going to automatically grant citizenship to all these quote-unquote illegals that are living here, who have been here, whatever. Doesn't matter where you're from. You could be from Cambodia, Vietnam, China, Thailand, Mexico, Cuba, whatever. It doesn't matter. Well, Cuba, you're automatically exempt. You just become an exile.
Okay.
But other countries that have came here, like Czechoslovakia, you know, there's tons of Bosnians and different ethnicities here that have came to become an American. And there's this whole stigma of people saying that, well, when these immigrants come here, they're not going to support the Second Amendment and they're not going to support the First Amendment and blah, 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 and all this anti-American shit. Granted, there is somewhat of that. But what I will say is this. If you're coming here from a nation that has outlawed your right to defend yourself, like Mexico, damn right you're going to go to the store and buy a gun. Mexicans are in love with guns. I don't know if it's like since the revolutionary times of like Zapata and Pancho Villa and all that type of stuff. But Mexicans love firearms. But for some reason, what was it, in the 90s if I'm not mistaken, perhaps the 80s, I don't remember the exact date of this happening. But Mexico decided to outlaw firearms and say, hey, look, you know, too many people are getting killed and the only way to stop that is by making a weapon illegal. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. Because what have we seen? A major increase in crime, killing in Mexico. So all these Mexicans now are going to the United States and buying guns and going back. But at the same time, you still have an influx of people from other countries coming here who have been suppressed, who have been overran, taken for granted, used as slaves. The worst things you could think of. You know, having your wife pimped out, that type of stuff. All bad. So they come here to the United States thinking they're going to have a better life. So power to that. But at the same time, this ain't no free ride, you feel me?
So what is your...
My beef is with the mega corporations.
The mega corporations.
And the gangsters and the cartels that exploit.
So are you for this bill or are you against it?
So I'm for immigration reform. But I'm not for automatic amnesty. Why am I not for automatic amnesty?
Bill. So you're not for the bill?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
And the reason why I'm not for automatic amnesty is because my family...
Because you're a racist.
...is of immigration.
You're a white racist, basically.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. I mean, I hate my own brown skin because I'm brown. Whatever.
No, you're
but
white.
check it out.
That
Look,
just proves you're white.
my family, I'm part Filipino and Mexican, Spanish and Irish. Also part Native American and a few other things, you know what I'm saying? But those are the main ethnic groups that make me who I am.
Okay.
And each and every single one of them, the Irish part, came to Ellis Island. And they did the registration process. And they got their paperwork done. And they became citizens. And my Mexican family, they were already in Texas and in New Mexico. They were here.
Chilling.
They were just here. It was already Mexico at the time. It was Mexico at the time. And then things changed over and they never left. They just stayed there. So in that sense, I guess we did the right thing. We stayed. We didn't, you know, we didn't get ran off our land. You know, everyone thinks that, oh yeah, the Texas Revolution was just a bunch of white people and Daniel Boone and all these racist white people wanted to kill Mexicans and blah blah blah. No, it wasn't even anything about that. Maybe a little bit.
You mean
you had a handful of people.
There were Mexicans who fought against Mexico?
Oh my God, San Antonio, the general, he was Mexican fighting against Santa Anna.
I would have never thought that.
Oh yeah, wow. So exactly.
They must have been
But the
racist.
thing is, look. The whole immigration thing to just say, hey, look, a free pass, in my point of view, just from what I see, is wrong because we struggle through it. I mean, even on my wife's side, my wife's family is a family of immigrants.
Okay, but isn't
and
that
they're straight up from
add...
Jalisco.
Okay.
And they came here, and they work. They work for Hunts and all these different factories, and they got their paperwork. They weren't here trying to hide and send their money back to Mexico. Yeah, they do have money back in Mexico and they have houses and they built certain things. But at the same time, a big majority of the family is here contributing to the United States tax system.
Commie system.
It's
Unfortunately,
it's fucked up.
unfortunately, the whole Federal Reserve System aspect of it all. But at the same time, they're contributing to the American dream. They're not, you know, oh yeah, I'm going to have an anchor baby and send welfare checks back to my foreign country. Because
That's
if you
the
look at the
American dream.
statistics,
Yeah.
and I'm not, oh, now you're going to say I'm racist against Asians, you know what I'm saying? One of the biggest recipients of
That's your
welfare
racist
is the
Asian
Asian
music.
populace. You add them all together, they're sending their money back to Asia.
So you do hate Asians.
No, but what I'm saying is there's this perception that it's only Mexicans and people from south of the border that are exploiting the system. The system's being exploited all the way around.
I see.
It doesn't matter if you're black, white, brown, yellow, red, whatever. We have immigrants from
Green.
Ethiopia. We have immigrants from South
Reptilians.
America, from Mexico, from Russia, from parts of Europe. We have Israeli immigrants here. They're all here. But at the same time, they want that free amnesty, and if they do get the free amnesty, okay, it's a double-edged sword. Again, look,
They're gonna get it.
do I not?
They're gonna get it.
Do I not
You know
support
they're
it?
gonna
I
get
don't know if I do
Okay,
or
but-
if I
but
don't. But what
are
I will
they-
say is
Are
this:
they
is
gonna
that
get it?
okay? Look, if they get it,
They will get it. You know
they
they'll
get it. The years and years of legal immigration.
They already got it.
That
But
They
they
got
just-
it. I mean,
built
that's what I'm
what
saying.
this
the
has
truth.
become.
It's fucked
That's-
up.
It's just gonna
They
say,
do
you know
already
what?
have it.
Fuck all your methods of what you did in the past. Screw what you did in the past. But again, there still needs to be immigration
Not
reform
really.
because of
There-
manipulation
it's- I
of
mean,
the system
doesn't-
by the corporations.
But isn't that going to add 15 million more people into the system? It's good for the people that are trying to get taxes from every person. It's good for the people that are trying to bring down good, honest people and treat them as slaves and make money off of those people. Now they're going to have 15 million more that they can treat just like us instead of having to go through those backdoor channels that they've been going through. I mean, how could these people get hired if they're from some other country? Come on. I mean, and then
Right.
it goes up and up and up and up and up.
Right, but
Nobody
again,
cares.
the whole reason
Nobody
why those
this is the
people
music
get
right?
hired.
Nobody cares, okay?
No, they
don't
do
care.
care about that. But look,
Don't
You're
care.
right.
They do not
right,
care.
okay, so you're saying that if the
They
amnesty
don't
bill passes,
care about
there's going to be
immigration.
15 million more taxpayers. Is that what
Exactly.
you're saying?
And that is what they care about.
But then you're anti-tax, though.
Well, there's 15
But that's what
million
they
more
care
people
about.
to be anti-tax.
So look,
Good for the system.
I agree with granting amnesty if the people that they grant amnesty to, and then everyone's gonna say, Manny, you're being anti-First Amendment and anti-whatever, blah, blah, blah. Look, if you're gonna come to this country, don't come here to piss and destroy the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. If you're gonna come here, help it prosper, help it become something that it should be, not destroy it. If you wanna come here and vote against, freedom of speech, the right to defend yourself, the right to privacy and all that type of stuff, the foundations who support a lot of these immigration groups, quote unquote immigration groups, they don't give a shit about the immigration groups, they just care about money and making money. That's it. If they really cared about immigration, they would pass laws and reform the system so that mega corporations cannot exploit and use the people that they have come here as illegal immigration, as illegal immigrants. Because mega corporations prosper and flourish from the inflow of illegal immigration.
Will the bill pass? Yes.
I don't know.
No.
And if it does, let's see what all the catches are. If we have
What is that gonna
convicted,
do?
if
What
we
is
have
it gonna do?
convicted felons, gangsters, all this stuff that become automatic citizens, then hey, I guess success.
So they put them all in jail. All these guys that have been.
No,
back
they
and
get
forth.
a whole clean slate. Now you're a citizen of the United States. Everything that you did in your previous country just you're clean.
Even if they did it here.
If they did it here, that's a completely different situation. And the problem with that is that a lot of these people that commit crimes here are using fake aliases to begin with. So the system doesn't care. You're just another number for the Bob Barker prison system. It
They
doesn't
don't
matter.
care.
Fuck.
They really don't care.
They really don't care about it.
Well, yeah, that's the bottom line. Of course, the ones that want to keep milking the system and creating this war of attrition on the entire planet.
And Michael Jackson,
they don't care.
He was right. They don't really care about us.
So I guess at the end of it all, I'm somewhat conflicted. Because look, I do agree with the right for people to have a better opportunity and a better chance. But at the same time, go through the channels. Go through the channels. Work hard. Get your paperwork. Get all that taken care of and become a citizen. But again, you hear all this stipulation, the government doesn't want to make people citizens, blah, blah, blah. One of my best friends who was from Zacatecas became a citizen a few weeks ago. Actually, a few months ago. So it can still be done. But at the same time, just saying, oh yeah, just a free pass for everybody. You gotta prove yourself.
I mean, but what does that mean, prove yourself? I mean, what do you have to prove? There's many people here in the country who don't give a crap. You know, so...
Well, I guess you could say, the previous generations, and even Mexican previous generations, and even to this day, a lot of them do come here and do care.
Yeah, they do. Right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it goes back to that whole concept. And then some people, again, they're going to say, Manny, you're arrogant. You know, you're part Native American. And
people
you have Mexican background that's from the United States and whatever. And you hate your own people. No, I don't hate my own people. I believe in national sovereignty. And what we had worked for and created and built is not just a free handout for the entire planet. You know what I'm saying? Fix your own countries. Yeah, my previous generation came here from Ireland.
The problem is we
ruined
those countries, and now we're bringing them all here. You know, it makes no sense unless you're trying to create a one world system.
The power elite, one world government, elimination of borders, elimination of cultures, and just creating a one world culture.
That's it. So
So again, I agree.
They have to get
people should be able.
Our Constitution first, and they can't do that.
Well, it's unfortunate that a lot of the immigration population, because they get manipulated by these foundations into thinking that just do away with the Bill of Rights and Constitution. Again, if you want to come here, support the system, the original system, the republic, not the Federal Reserve, corporate, Cassius cartel, gangsta shit.
Cassius. Still gotta figure out what that means. Cassius.
So, don't take part in that.
Don't do it.
Take part in the system that the system was created to have. All men are created equal, meaning women and men. Everybody is the same. We are all one race. We are not.
We are one.
We're not. You know what I'm saying? We're not black, brown, white, purple, yellow, green, whatever. We're just human beings.
Be good to people. Love people. How hard is it to just love somebody? It's very easy. Just don't hate other people.
Right.
Don't hurt other
right.
people.
So
that's all you gotta do.
Right. So the amnesty bill. Again, I'm still not 100% behind it.
It's hard, man. It's really difficult because this seems like them shipping in drugs or them shipping in guns and then saying, well, okay, let's just make it all legal. You know, it's like, well, you guys are the ones that brought all of this here. You created this.
Right.
And now you're trying to act like we're the
right. So their solution is we just the Federal Reserve Bank of the United States and the World Bank and the IMF destroyed the entire planet. So
that's
send them to the United States.
Well, that's well, okay.
Send everyone to the United States. You know, tell them to leave China, and tell them to leave Vietnam, and tell them to leave Mexico, and tell them to leave all these other countries.
Well, people wouldn't have to leave in these other countries if our country and a few other countries would stay out of other countries' business.
So then it's way deeper than just immigration. Then. Of course. Immigration is just the tip of the iceberg.
Of course. And so that's why it's like, well, it matters because it's going to really touch a lot of people. But it's not like, this is going to end things or this is going to really change things. The system is going to go on either way.
I guess I'm being a little jealous then.
Okay.
That my family had to go through hella hoops and do quote unquote the right thing, and even my wife's family, they had to do quote unquote the right thing. You know what I'm saying? They came here, got their paperwork, got all their, you know, what they needed to do done legally,
Right.
quote unquote, legally, and they're citizens now.
Right.
You know, so
But
it's kind of. I mean, they went through struggles and strife, and now all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, everyone just gets a free pass.
Well, I mean,
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong for thinking that. You know.
I mean, there's really not much difference. You know what I mean? And if people came over, 60 million people came over here and were able to get jobs, well, that just shows you there's already a bigger problem here, and the bigger problem is the whole global system.
Globalism.
So,
Just say, I mean, the thing I have about Mexico, my biggest respect is the EZLN, the Zapatista Liberation Army. The reason why I have so much respect for them is because they're staying in Chiapas trying to make it better. Even though the banks came in, the Mexican government came in, all that, that's their land. That's their homeland. And they're fighting for it. I don't have a homeland. My homeland is the United States of America. My family is from Texas and New Mexico, deep-rooted. California. I do have a little immigration coming through, but that was generations ago. There's no way I could change that. I can't just go back to the Philippines. You know what I'm saying? My family immigrated here long ago, created the state of California, built all this, and to see it get overran, it's tough. It's really tough. We gotta fix our own problems before we just say, hey, look, here, everybody in the world come here. Yeah, we should still have immigration, but again, like I said, we went through some struggles and strife. Maybe I'm being selfish, I don't know. But it's a deeper issue than that, and it does break down to the banking system, the globalist system, the whole Federal Reserve system where they want to keep everyone divided, fighting each other. You know what I'm saying? Issues of immigration is the thing to fight over. People even say I'm racist for my views. But that's just the way it is. That's what they want us to do. Keep fighting. Divide and conquer. What is it? I don't remember the actual Latin quote. Divitus and Imperia or something like that. But anyways, Manny from We Are Change East Bay. We'll see you on the other side. We need to get something to drink. I mean, smoke. But no, I feel you, dude. It will raise tax revenue.